You've heard about AI and you want to try it out. In this video, I'm going to help you do that with the demo of the most popular AI tool, ChatGPT. I'm Bill Eastman, and this is the AI for Your Business channel. It's the channel business people can come to learn how they can quickly leverage AI. So let's dive in. ChatGPT is what's known as a chatbot, and it's made by the company OpenAI, which has a partnership with Microsoft. To get started, you need to set up an account, which you can do by going to chatgpt.com. As you see, you can immediately start entering questions in the text box, but your capabilities are enhanced by signing up for an account. It's free. Just click the sign up button on the upper right, go through the usual steps, and that brings you back to the home page. Now that you've signed up for an account, you see options that you didn't see before. You can attach files for ChatGPT to read before answering questions. Usually you can have it search the web to help answer questions. Looks like it's down at the moment. And over here we see that you can now interact with ChatGPT verbally. You also see an icon for tools that ChatGPT can use, but you have to sign up for the Plus account at $20 a month to get access to these. In general, many of the same tools that you find on the Plus account are available on the free account, but you'll have some usage limits. A few other things to note. Each time you have a conversation with ChatGPT, the conversation is saved in this left pane. You can rename the conversations to make them easy to reference later, or you can delete them if you like. In the upper right, you can click on the icon with your initials and see a few options. You can upgrade plans, or you can go into settings to personalize your experience. So now we're ready to start. There is an unlimited range of questions you can discuss with ChatGPT. You can ask it to write for you, such as emails and presentations. You can have it read long documents and have them summarized and pull out the key points. You can discuss various issues with it and get feedback. You can brainstorm with it. You can have it give suggestions or give you feedback on yours. Or you can have it do research and track industry events, and on and on. So let's get into a few initial guidelines to get the most out of this tool. First, I'll note that the model is currently trained on data going up to June 2024. So if your question references topics after that date, you'll have to ask it to search the web for its answer. The question or instructions that you enter into the text box are called the prompt. And in the AI world, the prompt is the most crucial weapon that you will yield. Thinking of ChatGPT as a very smart but inexperienced worker will give you a sense of how prompting should be done. The less direction you give them, the more they're left to their own devices. And less effort on your part giving instructions usually leads to inferior outputs on their part. So be very specific in your instructions to get the output you want. From your own experience giving instructions to employees, you may have your own ideas in this regard, but here are a few guidelines. Lay out the direction or task in detail. Say what the overall goal is. If there's a possibility the directions could be misunderstood, give an example of what you want the output to look like. Let it know what the format of the response should be. Should it be bullet points? Should it be an outline? Whatever you like. How long should the response be? Should it be 50 words or should it be 500? What level is the answer for? Is this for a beginner or is it for a seasoned expert? And remember, the prompt is only the beginning of your conversation with ChatGPT. Once it responds, you can reply by asking it to enhance or explain part of its answer, just as you would with a junior employee reporting to you. You can even send it back to the drawing board by hitting the Regenerate Response button. Enough talking, let's check it out. We'll start with the use case of asking ChatGPT to write an email for us. Write an email to Jane Smith at Johnson Pets, following up on our meeting. Tell her we appreciate their consideration of our canine crib and look forward to hearing from her. Okay, that looks fine, but now let's be more specific. I'm going to paste this in because it's a bit long. Write an email to Jane Smith at Johnson Pets. Follow these guidelines. We're examining the request for pricing. I want to reiterate our manufacturing quality. The goal is to increase our confidence in us. The tone should be friendly and professional. The body of the email should be no more than 250 words. Now that looks pretty good. At this point, you can ask it to make edits to various sections of the text or just make the edits yourself. And if you want the email to correspond to your personal style, you can add the direction at the end. Try to follow the style of the examples below and then just paste a few of your own emails. You may find new email opportunities in your business as it becomes easier and quicker to produce them. Let's try another example. In this case, we have a long document. Perhaps it's some new regulation or market report that makes you groan at the thought of reading it. Here's where ChatGPT really shines. Just load the document and ask ChatGPT to summarize it and pull out the key points. We'll see how it works with this SEC document on auditing practices. Ooh, that doesn't look like much fun to read. We're going to click Attach Files, and we're going to go through the usual process to load the docs. Now, please summarize this document and outline the key points in it. Okay, that's still pretty long, but you've taken your reading task from 10,000 words down to about 500, so it'll save you a lot of time reading it and referencing it later. You can also use this output to rewrite your prompt to highlight certain points of interest to you. But now we'll look at the flip side of summarizing a document. We'll ask questions of it. You may have a specific question and don't want to search through a long document to see if it has the answer. With ChatGPT, you can just load the document and then query ChatGPT on it. Let's try this. What has the SEC done about auditor independence? Okay, that's a pretty good response. There are techniques allowing you to query a whole repository of documents, but we'll come back to that in a future episode. You're going to find this capability really useful in a wide variety of contexts, from meeting notes to communications to news. Okay, let's do one final example and call it a wrap. As I mentioned in the previous episode, ChatGPT is trained on an extraordinarily wide variety of materials and can discuss all these issues in detail. So if you want to develop an idea or get feedback, then it's a great partner. Let's try this, something I've pasted in because it's a bit long. I own Scrumptious Donuts in Decatur, Georgia. Been in business 7 years, done minimal advertising, close bond with the community. Dunkin' Donuts is opening up. Help me think through how I can mitigate the impact. And then this last sentence is very important. Ask me any questions that could help you to help me. Just like with people, it helps usually if they can ask a few clarifying questions before giving a response. Give ChatGPT the same opportunity and it can really improve its responses as well. So let's try it. Okay, this looks like a good start to a conversation, and ChatGPT will continue the conversation as long as you like. And in addition to the insights you gain from it, just discussing the issues with ChatGPT can help you clarify your own thinking. Don't underestimate the value that that can bring. That's enough for today. I hope this gets you started down the path of using AI for your business. In the next episode, we'll go beyond ChatGPT to look at the other AI providers like Google and Meta and review their services. Till then, good luck with your business.